there were some celebrities that got caught, and I didn't know this was a federal law. I figured it would probably be like a college regulation, which is not federal law. You can't be arrested for breaking a college rule. But apparently it was fraud, is what the problem was. They were
the mail.
Oh, that made it. Okay, all right. But they were paying people to take their kids' SATs for them, and then bribing people so these fucking kids could get into Harvard and Yale.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Number one, not everybody gets to go to Harvard and Yale, and it does not matter how much you make. Number two, why do they need to go to Harvard and Yale? These are high-powered celebrities.
No,
these parents are worth tens of millions of dollars. That kid could have gone to University of Southern California or UCLA, and that's just as prestigious, and the degree is still just as worthless.
Yeah, but it's the same thing like we were talking about with the other shit. It's the status. It's all about the status. It's like, my kid went to Yale. I mean, they can't spell burrito, but they went to Yale and they went to Harvard, and they got
a degree in
underwater basket weaving.
Yeah, underwater fire prevention is what I was thinking.
But I mean, it's. They feel like with their social standing and the circles that they run in, that they need those names, and
Well, I'll tell you what name they're going to have now is Prisoner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because these are like felonies that they're actually they're so rich they won't ever see the inside of the prison.
Well, I've been hearing that they think they're going to make them. They're going to insist on some amount of time.
Well, and I think some of the professors, administrators.
There's a lot of people.
There's going to be some.
There's going to be some people getting their dick slapped. That's for sure.
Is weird. Okay, so Felicity Huffman, she's one of the moms.
Yeah, her and Laughlin.
Yeah, Lori Laughlin. Yeah. But Felicity Huffman is married to William H. Macy.
Yes, he is.
Why are we not hearing his name? Like, he
threw her all the way under the bus. You're like, no, that ain't even my kid. Fuck you. Fuck all of y'all.
She had that kid when I came.
I don't even like that kid.
Whose name is on the check?
I don't know.
Whose return address is on that envelope?
But it just feels weird that
Laughlin was signing autographs at her first court hearing.
Just like I saw that the other day when I was getting my nails done. She was just out there waving, doing autographs like it was a press tour. And I'm like, you're not helping yourself. You're not.
Yeah, it probably won't matter the way our society is.
When I see shit like that, I root for the justice system to put them inside of the lowest cell in the jail.
All I could think about,
and they never do.
No, fuck no.
All I could think about was somewhere that prosecutor's watching that, and they're thinking,
he should have been watching it from the inside of the fucking courtroom.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not just been that day. She's been out and about, and she's just been acting like she's almost like a press junket for a new movie release. I mean, it's crazy. And everywhere she's going, she's just waving and smiling and signing. I heard somebody say,
movie.
She's like, oh, I'm writing the script right now from a new Lifetime movie. Yeah. But it's just crazy to me.
And what phrase will they use in there eventually?
Her truth.
He's going to need you now more than ever.
Well, and some of them paid millions.
Oh yeah. The amount of money that they spent trying to get these dumbass kids into a college they didn't deserve to go to is more than the actual tuition.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like give me $100,000. I'll take the damn SAT for them. They spent $350,000 and got caught. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Well, it was. I mean,
I could do that as a full-time job.
They did more. If it weren't for prosecution, I could tell you a great story about that right now. But I like my life, so I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, we don't want to get prosecuted.
Yeah,
or prostituted, because I thought you said if it wasn't for prostitution.
Well, I mean,
and it took me a couple of words into the next thing to figure out that.
Hey,
not what you
said.
I
do with Ross's booty.
Hey, you know what? I'm not judging.
But
your butthole just got thrown under the bus.
Yeah, no.
I just.
Then how did we start talking about Ross's butthole?
I'm fixing to throw you under the bus.
I just said I was going to sell your butthole, but anyway, they were doing. There was more than just the test taking. Like they had done things that like giving them.
No, there was people that got paid off and registrars that got paid off.
But they had given like fictitious. Sports affiliations, like they said, some of them were on the the rowing team and the swimming.
and never rode.
Yeah,
And,
like,
it was a landlocked
and
area.
Yeah, and things like they had
Volleyball,
written
I
in
think,
that they had like learning disabilities, so that they would get like longer periods to take the test and shit like that. Crazy shit. I'm like,
They're just making all this shit up.
yeah, just pulling shit out of everywhere.
Wow.
Community. You know how like when you're doing
like communities.
community service and community like
Activities
and
yeah.
stuff like that, they'd made all this up. I'm thinking, wouldn't it have just been cheaper to have your kids get off their ass and do something?
Yeah, no kidding.
And like, I don't
Apparently
know.
their kids are too stupid to get into these colleges, so that's what they had to do.
Well, to be
And I would be so fucking insulted if my parents were like, "Look, Brandy's a little bit of a dumbass, but we really want to go to good school, so we're going to have to do all this."
okay. To be fair, if I got into like Baylor but couldn't quite make the cut for Yale, I don't think I would consider myself stupid for that.
No,
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. I would be pissed if my parents thought I was so stupid that they had to like break laws to get me into the college of choice.
And spend
Yeah,
millions
and
of
spend
dollars.
millions of bucks.
I'd be like, damn, that would hurt my soul.
You could have just given me that money, and I would have been
Oh,
totally
yeah.
fine.
I'd have just fucked off down the road. And,
Yeah, I'll just go get an associate's degree from the local community college and be totally cool,
but
chilling in my new house, and yo ass ain't in
But
jail
that's,
for
that's
it.
bad for the parents.
yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
make them
Yeah.
look good that they didn't raise a little baby genius.
Can't think of the word.
What their reputation or their
Yeah.
social standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked bad on them.
Yeah, that's.
They wanted the.
I mean, you're absolutely
the
right.
bottom
but-
line was they wanted the bragging rights that their little darling was in Harvard or Yale or Princeton or wherever they were trying to get into.
See, you know what my bragging rights would have been? Yeah, no, little Billy didn't go to Yale. He went to, UC Santa Monica, and I didn't have to pay $500,000 in tuition. So eat
But that's the
dicks.
difference. I mean, it's all about perception, and it's all about, bragging rights and money. No, I mean, I think it's all about this entitlement. Like, if you have enough money, you should be able to have anything you want, because if you can't earn it, you'll just buy
You just
it.
pay for it. Yeah.
That's kind of gross, but
That's incredibly gross.
but I think
That's what they tried to do, and it bit
it bit him in the ass big time. But
Yeah.
I guess the time will tell as to how it really gets them. Like, will they find a way out? Will they find some loophole? Will they find?
Well,
will they get a slap on the wrist?
This is not in the same topic vein, but it kind of is. I want to just briefly touch on the Jussie Smollett thing, right? Because
Now, I don't know anything. This all happened where they dropped the charges while we were out of town. And I
Okay,
didn't.
so
I'm
here's-
clueless.
Everybody was clueless.
So nobody knows
Oh my
what
God.
happened.
The police found out during the
Press conference. or
press
something?
conference.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Seriously.
Rahm Emanuel, who is like super hardcore.
That's the mayor, right?
He was. There's a new one now,
Oh, okay.
but when he made this when he had this press conference, he was still the mayor, and he is super hardcore left. And you normally don't see them call their own out, but him and this police superintendent, police chief, whoever the high motherfucker
Yeah.
in the police department is, tore up the state attorney's ass, and the new mayor.
Yeah, because apparently they had a
They had an airtight
against
case.
him.
And the new mayor, and I cannot remember what her name is.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
But she just got
Yeah.
like I think at the beginning
Of the week or
April.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
She said, "Oh no, this isn't over. We're investigating Fox's office, and we're sending because they had originally sent Jussie Smollett Jussie or
Jussie, I think.
Jussie.
Joe Bob or
Jussie.
whatever the fuck his dumbass name is." They had sent him a bill for $130,000
For the investigation?
right? Right, and he
That seems cheap,
He
really.
refused to pay it, and they said the new
I thought
mayor.
it was like 300.
no,
or
the new
something.
mayor said.
Used to pay?
Yeah, he refused
Yeah.
to pay it.
How do you
Yeah,
get-
I don't
I
know.
don't
I
get
don't know.
that.
I don't know. I was kind of wondering that too because next time I owe extra taxes, I'm just going to fucking refuse to pay it.
Yeah, there you go.
And my ass will be in jail. But the new mayor said, "Okay, well, I'll tell you what, asshole. According to Illinois law, we can send you a bill for
Oh,
up
yeah,
to
that's
three
right. That
times
happened
the
3
amount.
times.
So instead of paying 130 grand, he's now getting a bill for over 390 grand.
Good.
And the FBI is looking into Fox's office for corruption with the Illinois Bar Association's blessing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they wrote a scathing letter talking about how everything she said that was Illinois law was wrong, and what she did was absolutely wrong. And I was like, oh, awesome. Because I hate it when these rich motherfuckers can get off because somebody they know makes a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a miscarriage of justice.
Oh, absolutely.
You shouldn't be able to get special treatment because of your financial status or your celebrity or whatever. I don't watch Empire. I'm not.
Oh, I don't either.
I'm not familiar with this guy. I didn't know anything about him until he made his fictitious claims.
Mm-hmm.
And then while we were gone, I heard the whole thing about the charges had been dropped, and I thought, well, did they learn something new? Did
No.
they? So somebody just decided it wasn't worth pursuing. Is that what I'm?
Well, that's not exactly.
He's friends with the Obamas.
Yep.
He did his community service with
Jesse Jackson. He did
Jesse Jackson.
18 hours in 2 days of community service.
So he knows people.
And they made him forfeit his $10,000 bond. That was it. $10,000. Working in a bookstore.
The charges.
Yeah, working in a not only dropped.
It wasn't pled down or anything like that.
Not only dropped the charges, they dropped the charges.
Sealed it.
They expunged his record and they sealed it.
Oh.
Yeah, and the Illinois Bar Association said that is all kinds of not right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they shouldn't be expunging and sealing. He's an adult, so
yeah. Well, there was that. There was. I mean, the procedures were not followed. I mean, they just tore her.
And
ass
I love
up.
when it first came out. He's like, "I'm not a victim. I will fight. We're gonna go after these people." And then when it came out that he made it up, all of a sudden he just wants to go back to his life and we're not going to go after anybody.
Yeah,
anybody being me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and he didn't have a problem until they finally figured out that it was him and started naming off felonies. Mm-hmm. You know, because he got the post office involved. That's automatically a felony. Mm-hmm. At the federal level, no less. And yeah, the thing that burns my ass is I wonder if Miss Fox's office would have been so lenient if his story would have been true. I bet she wouldn't have.
You mean if he had actually been attacked?
Yeah. Yeah, because if that would have actually been the case, they'd have been looking to hang someone.
Well, I mean, if he'd actually been attacked, I mean, they rightly should have, but...
Yeah, but I think that if you make up a fake claim like that, you should be held to the same...
standard
punishment as if you had committed the crime yourself.
Mm-hmm. The crime you made up.
Right. Yeah. So this is just like I saw this one article where this girl that had accused however many guys of rape.
Yeah.
Now her ass is going to prison.
Well, she needs to.
Yeah. And it was like 15 guys, and boy, she looking at her, it's like, oh baby, no.
But what was the one I read earlier today? This woman accused somebody of attacking her child?
Oh, I hadn't heard
something?
that.
Mm-mm.
What did I tell you? We were outside.
No, you said the cop had beat the woman's daughter and she whooped his ass.
No, it was a different one. But anyway, it turns out that she made that up, and he went to jail, and this man went to jail. So they need to turn that around and send her
The mother
ass
needs to go to
for
jail.
the same sentence.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I don't know how it is in other states, but I know in Arkansas, if you're wrongfully convicted and you serve time, okay, you're free to go. Mm-hmm. That's all you're going to get.
Yep.
See, I still cannot understand how there's no recourse for that.
That's the way that's the way the law is written.
The law
in the
of the
state.
land is written.
One
of the
needs to be.
states is actually spelled. I can't remember which one it is. It's actually spelled out. If you're convicted, you serve 18 years. Then, if they find you innocent and they release you, then you are...
Welcome back to society. Here's your...
Well, and
I know Florida,
it's like you serve 18 years. It's
Florida
like
is
18 years
so many
times so much a
years.
year,
Yeah.
and they actually pay you.
Yeah, well, that's how it ought to be here. I mean, that whole bullshit where the state of Arkansas has no culpability in their wrong decisions, that is wrong.
It is wrong. I mean, we've seen people serve time erroneously and their lives destroyed, and they get back out, they've got nothing to start with. It's just it's terrible. It's literally another insult added on, to that
Yeah,
injury.
their lives are ruined. Their reputation is irreparably gone.
Yeah, because you've got people that it doesn't matter what evidence comes to light that gets them
They're
released.
still gonna
There are
be,
going to be people
no.
that are never going to accept that. They're always going to say, no, they did it, and so